Hey, rock stars, welcome to October. Can you believe it? Welcome to Q4 of your doTERRA business, of your life, really, of 2019. 2020 is going to be here before you know it. So let's just start by spending some time today, tomorrow, the next day, sometime this week for sure, remembering what our intentions were on Q1, right? Like quarter 1, we all sat down, we all made a list, what we were going to do in 2019. Listen, if you haven't completed whatever it is you put on that list, you got 90 days to make this happen. Let's find some movement. Don't just write it off and say, well, I'll shoot for January, making a new goal. You literally have 3 months time to get your butt in gear and make progress towards whatever that is. The best time to create your goals for 2020 is right now. Why? Because by the time 2020 gets here, the ball's already rolling. You'll save yourself 15 pounds between now and the holidays. You'll save yourself the effect of trying to push your business in January. It's already going to be in motion. So really take some time to sit with your goals and where you're at and what you're doing, and spend some time in reflection. It's the harvest season right now, so make sure you're harvesting. Okay, let's talk about how incredible October is, because weren't we all surprised when we woke up this morning, right? Like Christmas came early this year. I keep saying doTERRA continues to outperform and continues to offer us better and better promotions, but y'all, it just keeps getting better. Sometimes I think, how are these guys in business, right? Like when you spend the 200 PV this month, look how much free product you get. I mean, it's just incredible. And to offer the convention kit like they are, I'm blown away. And not only that, if you go to a tour, you not only get the kit, but the perks that come with it. And if you're taking someone new to the tour, their membership's free when they buy a kit. I've never heard of doTERRA giving away a free membership, y'all. Like better and better and better. Okay, so let's just real quick bust through these promotions so we all know what they are. We all know how to utilize them. I posted them today in Rockstars. I also posted them in the cafe. There's a lot going on, so it's easy to miss it, right? Spend some time really mapping out this promotion this month, because there's something for everyone. No matter where your customers are at, no matter where your prospects at, there's a benefit for everyone, and I love that. So the first off, the Clementine is the product of the month. Clementine, y'all. Who will unmute and tell us what to use Clementine for? It's a 15 ml bottle, by the way. The product of the month comes if you order 125 PV by the 15th on an LRP. Clementine, go. Who knows?
Calming.
Clementine calming. Okay, I like it. What else? Y'all, I need someone to tell me. I'm asking. What do we use this Clementine for? Put it in our water, right? Like obviously it's a citrus oil. I love the smell of it, especially with Purify.
Clementine has some really great skin benefits, so you can add it to your face wash and it brightens your skin.
Clementine. Okay, good, good. So 125 PV by October 15th, you're going to get yourself a free Clementine. Now we can't purchase Clementine, y'all. We just can't even buy it. So if you want it, that's your only way you're going to get it. Okay, the next is Roman chamomile. Who remembers the day when we couldn't buy Roman chamomile? When the crop wasn't there, they couldn't produce enough for us, and we had to wait. Y'all, we were jumping on our bottles of Roman chamomile. I would have done anything. I think I even made a trade with someone, a ridiculous trade, to get me a fresh bottle of Roman chamomile. 20% off, y'all. It's a 20% off oil this month. That's phenomenal. That's incredible. That's never happened. Stock up on your own Roman chamomile. Okay, and the 200 PV that they're calling the Sweet Relief promo, it's available to all members. Do you like how they said that? To all members, whereas part of our promotion last month wasn't for all members, we learned, right, with the 20% off. So open to all members, an exclusive gift of yellow mandarin. What in the world do you do with that? I've been researching that today. Like we have green mandarin, we have red mandarin, now we have yellow mandarin. Like I'm thinking like, stop, yield, go. What are we doing with these? You know what I mean? We need to create something with this. What does this mean? So I don't know, y'all. I don't even know what to do with it, but I'm stoked about it because we can't get it. Copaiba 15 mil and Copaiba soft gels. If you weren't at convention, go back and find some posts that we created about the Copaiba research at convention, right? You think CBD is on a craze, Copaiba is on a craze, y'all. We need to get on the bandwagon with Copaiba. You need to be eating that stuff like candy. I personally take 4 Copaiba soft gels every night, y'all. I sleep like a baby. Not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying that's what works for me and my body. So we need our Copaiba. Get your Copaiba, stock up on your Copaiba and the yellow mandarin, please. If someone knows what in the world that benefits of that is, someone tell us. Does anyone know?
The calming is the one that I meant for yellow mandarin, not
Calming.
the other
Okay.
one. It does have calming properties to it. That I did find out.
I'm anticipating
The
it's a lot
research
like
after we
green and
talked.
red, right? It's got to be similar. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. I'll post it when I do. If somebody else finds out before me, holler. Okay, the convention products are available for individual sale. All of them, minus the Yarrow Palm line, okay? You can buy them today. You can go into the back office and that little button that says add to cart is now there. It's very exciting. You need to make sure you're doing that right now. 200 PV today. Guys, we don't know. I mean, I think last year at convention, they were really blown away of the response of the Yarrow Palm. Like they started scooting through that stuff. So we don't know, right? This is brand new and we've all been talking about it. So make sure you order early in the month so you're getting what you want to get. And make sure you're ordering by the 15th, y'all. I will never understand people who don't order by the 15th. You get an additional free product. It's free. All you got to do is process before the 15th. So really find a way to get your order moved to your first paycheck of the month because it benefits greatly. Okay. I'm good. I feel like I'm wired, but I'm rolling with it. Okay, so you can get the convention kits individual. The Together Tour kit is available in your back office. It's $255. It's 200 PV. That's all you have to order. All you have to get is the new stuff, and you're going to get all of the other goodies for the whole month. Now here's a couple perks you need to know. One, can it count as an LRP? Yes, it absolutely can. But because the convention kit is a limited time product, you have to also have something else on your order to process. Okay? So like a chapstick, if that's all you're going to get is the kit, order like a chapstick or a lemon or whatever. You have to have a product that's not a limited time offer to process that order. Second point with that, after you process the order, you need to come back to your LRP template and change it. Even just put some placeholders in there. You just want to make sure that PV is back to 100. So if you enroll someone or if there's some fast start involved in the next few weeks, you get that, okay? Now, a couple perks to purchasing your kit at a tour. First thing is free shipping, right? You're picking it up right there if you go to the tour. Next thing is you can put it on your loyalty order right at the tour. Third thing is you do get the black cute reusable tote bag at the tour. You don't get that if you order it online. That's only at the tour. Next thing is if you purchase a kit on site, you get 30% off the swag store on site. That's huge. They will have all the products there for everyone to experience. And if you are enrolling someone on site and they purchase the tour kit, they do not have to pay the $35 membership fee. So that's included with that. Huge, right? That's a good point just to get someone there. So I'm really excited about that. And you get the free oil when you go to. Oh, what?
If it's after the 15th, you don't get the free product of the month.
Right, at the event.
At the tours.
Right. Yeah.
Everything
so if you want that clementine, you got to jump on that. Okay, but here's what I'm most excited about. Me and LaTaryn were talking about this morning, and LaTaryn, I can't remember what it was called. I'm going to pull it up. But I want to say I told you it was called like Holiday Peace Hand Soap. Did I get that right? Is that what I saw? Yo, the Christmas line is coming out in November. So one of the reasons why you need to order early in October is so you don't get the questions from your significant other about why all this money's going to doTERRA too close together. You got to space it out, y'all. The little secret we've learned over the years. So get ready for that. Now we know the holiday items move fast. They always have, they always will. I'll always make a cute post about how we just need to be grateful for the harvesters in the field and not be throwing doTERRA tantrums online about not being able to get into our back office. Prepare for it, okay? It's like the Black Friday of doTERRA. Make it fun, make it exciting, set your alarm to get up in the middle of the night to make sure you get what you want. Plan for it. Again, last week I went over, you go to doTERRA.com, you go to promotions, you scroll all the way to the bottom, and you will see all of the graphics and assets that we can use starting now. So they have a holiday link right in there, and they've added all of the holiday products now, I believe. And the other thing I'm stoked about is the loose leaf tea. Like, I'm a loose leaf tea junkie. I'm stoked about that. And I'm also excited about the Heliochrysum roller set. Right? There comes with 3 rollers. Like, what? That's phenomenal. That's like my go-to first aid oil with my kids. And it's just like, man, they want to help and they're crying and you're trying to let them help, but you're also trying not to freak out about them dumping Heliochrysum everywhere. So it'll be nice just to having that convenient roller. Okay, those are the promotions. That's what's going on. The tours. There are so many tours happening right now. If you can get to a tour, go. If you can't get to a tour, if it's too far out of reach for you, if you've got too much going on, create a tour, y'all. Create one. We can get you a PowerPoint. I've personally made a PowerPoint. doTERRA's released some great information. Invite some people over to your house. Share what you have. Share what you know. Get the excitement. People can still order the kit. Are they going to get a free oil? No. But could they get a free oil from you? Yeah. Right? Like, that's absolutely why you should be participating in the Product of the Month Club. Like, even if you just place your order by the 15th, throw all your freebies in a goodie bag, and then when you enroll someone, pull it up and let people pull out of there. It's like a freebie, right? Like, how fun. It was free for you. It's a gift for them. Like, it's a win-win situation. So think about that and just share this excitement, because we have so much fun stuff going on. And it's fun to go to tours, but like I said, if you can't make it, so what? Do something anyway. Go live. Host a watch party. Secretly give someone your password to watch a piece of convention you know they need to hear, right? Like, it's okay. That might come back at me, but you know what? I'll answer for it. I'll just say I work for Romy, and she told me to say that on her team call, so call her. No, I would never say that. But I did get a call from Mark last week. I think I told you guys. I posted it in the group. He called me and he was like, "Did you order some sprinklers?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "On my credit card. Something. I think you charged me for some sprinklers or something." And I was like, "Mark, I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't order no sprinklers." But it was the convention tickets, right, for next year. But on the invoice, it said something like Bluebird or Rainbow Head or something. Anyway, we had a good laugh. All right, y'all, that's the promotions. That's what's going on. Tell me what's going on in your October. What are you planning to make the most out of what's happening? How are you building the excitement within your team, within your organization? How are you supporting your upline? How are you supporting your downline? And how are you supporting your family? I want to hear from some people who are in the trench who are also supporting a family full time. How is that working out? And how can we offer support or advice, or how can you give us tips and tricks?
So I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you very much for all your support and mentoring this year. I have stepped up my game. I'm handing out 100 flyers for I do an event twice a month, some sort of open house somewhere. And 2 Team Sizzles ago, I think Natalie was on, and she said she put the boots to the ground and did 100 flyers to get like 20 people there. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I'm doing that. So I've been handing out like 25 flyers and getting 1 or 2 people here, but I printed out 110 flyers. I gave 10 to my husband, and I'm just walking my neighborhood and the neighborhoods around me, and I'm handing out 100 flyers. And so I'm doing that twice this month, and that's what I'm doing on top of working a full-time job. So I'm also grateful to you guys because the one thing that I was afraid of, see, fear was driving me, is I didn't know how to teach people how to make this business work. And this year I have learned all I have to do is teach them how to become an elite. And that has made my life so much easier. I'm like this far away from being a premier, this far, because of that. So, and that's my goal for this year. So by the end of December, that's my goal. So this far. And so I just wanted to say thank you, because without Team Sizzle, and I don't get to be on here live a lot. I usually watch it on Wednesday morning. So I just wanted to come on today while I could to say thank you.
You rock, Janet. I'm so proud of you for printing off that many flyers and going for it. I'm excited to hear about that.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a great share. Way to kick us off, Janet. Who else wants to share? Your doTERRA biz, your doTERRA trench, what's on your heart, what's on your mind? How can we serve and support you?
I will. I have started doing the soup and education every Tuesday night.
Mhm.
And my computer, the company sold out to somebody else, and they've gone downhill since. And so I had promised to do lives on the on Tuesday nights. It's not working because the computer conks out on me. So I've just done the promotion, or talked about the oils of the night tonight on the video,
Yeah.
and I'm uploading that. Takes a lot longer, but it's still going to be there so that everybody can look at that. So I'm finding ways around my blocks.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you have Facebook on your phone?
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi is not working.
Right. So that happens to me sometimes. So what I do is I turn my Wi-Fi off.
Yes, I do that too.
Yeah.
Still doesn't work.
Gotcha. Sounds like a Nebraska problem.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's a good workaround. I mean, I think that's what you got to do is make the video, send it out, do whatever you can,
Yeah.
to make it happen. So
That's a
Yeah.
Madison, Nebraska problem.
That's awesome.
So I have a request.
Shoot.
I want to know how Mike and Amanda hit 4th place on the incentive trip.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you guys.
I want to know, too.
Congratulations.
I feel like Betty had something to do with it.
Betty likes to say things like, "You're leaving again," so that's really helpful. Super encouraging.
Yeah.
Okay, so bottom line is Diamond Club forced me to do my business differently than I normally did my business. And we happened to get a lot of enrollments during Diamond Club. I think team-wide we got 99
Woo!
during Diamond Club, which incidentally was good enough for 54th place in Diamond Club and not enough for a trip to the sourcing trip for the peppermint farms. So I think it was about mid-April, which for those of you that know anything about Diamond Club, you've got February, then March, April, and May is what Diamond Club is. About mid-April, I figured out that we had a fighting chance at the incentive trip. And so I kind of changed from enrollments only to really, really good follow-up. And I felt really dumb doing follow-up at first. Like, I'm not going to lie, like, I had never done a wellness consult before then. I kind of consider our oil camp that we do every month. And like, I'm texting people, I'm talking to people, I'm tagging them in things in our user group. But it was kind of doing something scary for me. I don't want gosh, if we're just going to be real, I have kind of a family history of narcissism and manipulative behavior. And so I fight really hard against that nature. So I don't want to ever come across as like the sleazy sales guy, because I grew up with that and it's gross and I hate it. And so, so for me, the wellness consults to me were like, you've bought a kit, but wait, there's more. And that's kind of how I viewed them. So anyway, so I started doing the wellness consults and was getting really good traction on those. Had a lot of people go ahead and do LRPs. We had 26 personal enrollments in May. So without those, there's no way we would be in Hawaii. We just wouldn't. 26 personal enrollments and then all of them on LRP for the next 2 months or 3 months is really what did it. So like, there's no secret sauce. Do stuff that makes you scared. Follow empowered success. Like, I'm serious. Like, empowered success is incredible. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. Like, nobody's asking you to recreate graphics. Nobody's asking you to recreate the wheel. Nobody's asking you to do anything magical. Like, literally, if you do your pipes activities, you're going to be good. Now, don't ask me how many people I've enrolled for the last 3 months because it hasn't been much. What happened was right before we started doTERRA, we what's the polite way of saying we got kicked out of our church? We got asked to not be a part of our church any longer. So all of our church, all of our friends, all of our small group, all of our support groups just went to nothing. And so it has been really hard for me as I don't trust people very much anyway, I don't. It takes a long time for me to really start to trust people. Lost all the people that I did trust. We spent a long time trying to build it up just enough to get our business off the ground, and it worked. And I realized a couple months ago, like, oh, shoot, I'm truly out of my warm market people. And so how do you meet new people that you don't want to meet? Because you don't trust them. And just, for the sake of honesty, like, I don't want to go to the gym and meet new people. Like, I don't want to talk to the moms. I don't want to make small talk at preschool pickup, right? Like, I left my 2-year-old in the van and it's running. So like, let's go, chop, chop. And so I am working really hard right now to talk to people, to be nice. And I think part of it is whenever you feel super fulfilled, like, I feel very full. I'm like really grateful for my doTERRA community, but it starts to become like an echo chamber. Mm-hmm. And so I really do, I'm having to expand my warm market just a little bit. And 3 months ago, if I would have seen like a diamond or above say something along the lines of, if you want to hit diamond, you need to work 30 hours a week, I kind of was like, not me. I can do it in less than that. I can't. You have to just work really hard and you have to be really intentional. And it's like, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's hard work. It's hard. It's a full-time job. Now, I'm good at it and I love it, but it's still hard.
Amen.
So that's it. There's no magic.
Well said. But it'll be less hard on the beach in Hawaii, right?
I feel like that will help.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. That's huge.
Yeah, I was shocked. Just shocked.
I'm stoked. I'm not shocked at all. There's actually 5 rock stars that won the trip.
Yeah.
5. And that's
there's a nice, okay, so, I forgot to check in with Jackie Ginther yesterday because she was like minuscule points away from a trip for 1. I know Lauren Hansen won a trip for 2. Crystal and Neil, obviously, they're amazing and they won a trip. Who else?
Jennifer Yates.
Yep, of course.
And Bailey King, Crystal, and Danny Massencup is what's on this list. Mike and Amanda, and Michelle Asmus.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I don't think Jackie did make it. At least I didn't see her on this list.
I told you earlier that I would do anything for swag.
You did.
I did.
True story.
Lauren did make the list.
Oh yeah, she go on a trip for 2. She got 151 or 153 points altogether. She got a trip for her and Andy.
I missed that one.
But
and I missed Jackie's too.
listen to how many rock
Don't
stars are on
That
this
is
list.
freaking awesome.
Don't quote me on Jackie. I just know that she was super duper close and was pushing really hard. Are you guys buying in? Who all's buying in for the trip?
Who's going to Hawaii?
We're still talking about it. Our son has wrestling and I have gymnastic meets I have to coach. And our daughter has dance and cheer recitals. So we're seeing if our schedule can fit it.
Who wants to have a Hawaii Zoom? Well, I'll make a drink. We'll all sit here together and talk about Hawaii. Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
So don't you have to buy in today?
No, the buy-in's open.
Yep,
think
buy-ins
I
open until the spots are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, because I asked Natalie and I thought she said you had until today. And I was like, if I had a little bit more time, I might be able to work on my husband enough.
I think, okay, so a couple of things. One, there were a few different dates floating around. I saw October 1st. I saw November 1st. I'm not super convinced that it's today. Don't quote me on that. 2, I don't, like in the Golden Platinum support page, people are selling their trips that they won often. And we have until, I want to say November 15th. If you're not going to use your trip, you can sell it. So like if you know somebody who knows somebody, like you can buy a trip from people. And usually people are like, this is worth
Who doesn't want to go?
I mean, like, what if you have a kid that has wrestling? What if you have stuff you can arrange? What if your husband's not supportive and is like, you're not going on another doTERRA trip, are you? Like,
Yeah.
it can happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. I think people have all sorts of different, I mean, what if like you're in Europe for the winter? I don't know. There's all sorts of things.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
If you're having a
But the
baby.
point is, people sell their trips for less than they're worth, frankly.
Okay. So I'm working on the husband because he turned 40 a couple months ago and I turned 40 tomorrow. And we never had a wedding and we never had a honeymoon. And I'm like, I want to go on this freaking trip. So we're working on it. So, but I thought we had to commit by today and he's not there. So
For the true buy-in, it might be today. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's not over till it's over. That's my motto.
All right. All right.
It's not over till it's over. I love that. Has anyone discovered what the yellow mandarin does at this point? Tracy, enlighten us, please.
So, okay.
Oh, you know, Dana?
No, I found a graphic. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, Tracy's got something to do. Something. I can't hear you though, Tracy.
Okay, so what I found is that it helps cope with stress, improves skin appearance, energizes, and uplifts. But that's all I saw.
So I
That's
need
a boring definition.
And when ingested, supports healthy respiratory and gastrointestinal health. Helps to settle digestion also when taken internally. I think you said that. So, okay, so I actually have a product information page. So, we have yellow and green and red. So the oil produced depends on the ripeness of the fruit. The green comes from the early fruit that's still green. The red comes from the completely ripened fruit, and the yellow comes from the fruit in the middle
So
of the
different,
ripening states.
different
Okay.
benefits on the harvest. Okay.
Yeah. So it's cold pressed. It encourages positivity, and soothing to the nervous system when taken internally. Beneficial to the skin, use it as a wash-off skin toner. Clinical research suggests that limonene found in yellow mandarin essential oils aids in healthy respiratory function and gastrointestinal health. Also helps settle digestion.
So I need it.
So all those that were on the medication that was recently recalled
Yeah.
can buy their convention kit and get this free oil.
Amen. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I'm super stoked about it. I just can't even believe it. Like when I looked at my email this morning, I thought, this is not real. Like there has been a mistake. But I'm just blown away. I'm so excited.
Let's look at this.
What else do you guys have? What else do you want to chat about tonight? What else is going on? Who's got some upcoming classes they could use some support with? Who's got, I need a kick in the butt to schedule a class? Oh, Chrissy, you need a kick in the butt? Thanks for volunteering.
I think Chrissy and I both.
Yeah. I mean, just think about this. I want you to think about this. How many people in the world are suffering because you don't want to get out and clean your house and invite your gal pals over? Like, just to put it bluntly. Do you know what I mean?
I don't have any gal pals close enough.
I disagree. I know Amanda just said I don't want to go to the preschool thing. I'm so like that, right? Like, who can you network with? I think networking is a lot different than trying to convince people to come over to hear a spiel, right? I mean, I feel like a lot of people are over that. But networking, supporting small businesses, empowering women, like all key things. Like Iris, just to throw an idea out, you do this soup, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if we created this soup party and anyone can join? And if you join, what you have to do is be willing to host the soup at your house one time, and you rotate through. So it's not always on you. You're getting into other people's homes. Other gal pals are inviting their gal pals, right? Because we all invite different people over to our home compared to someone else's. And it's like the soup meal train of getting to know different people. Same idea for dinner party ideas, guys. You're looking for a date night to get new couples involved. My in-laws recently told me when the kids were little, they used to have this date night where they would start at one person's house and have an appetizer, then they go to the next couple's house and have drinks, then they go to the next person's house and have the meal, and then the next person's house and have a dessert. That's genius, right? That's so smart, and you get so involved, and so many people get to see your space. One of the smartest things I heard on a call today from another client, she said, stop trying to fix people's problems by sampling them. Find the simplest solution you can provide for them and give them an oil experience. Because until someone has an oil experience, they're not sold. They're not committed. You're just babbling about some product, right? Until they have an essential oil experience, are they going to want to whip out that credit card? That's how we all work. Every single person on this call has one significant standout story that changed their life, that changed their health. It could have been a simple thing, could have been whatever. When you're sampling someone, you have to look for that change. You have to look for the opportunity for the oil to work. They need to have an oil experience. So stop trying to sell the oils and let them just experience how you're experiencing them. But okay, we'll roll with it.
I'm doing that.
That's a good idea. I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about community, right? It's all about who you know, connecting with them, letting people into your circle, and then inviting them to come into your circle. And you know what? It's not a bad idea to start going to other people's parties. You got a Norwex friend? Go. You got a 31 bag shenanigans friend? Go. You got a gal trying to raise money for who knows what? Go. You need to show up for these people because that's how they're going to get to know you, right? There's so many people trying to make a go as an entrepreneur. We need to support other entrepreneurs. And you'll get ideas. What did they have at their party? Who hosted? How did they do it? You know, you'll get so many ideas. But guys, we have to get out of our homes. What did you say, Chrissy?
I said, even a Scentsy party?
Yeah, you just need to go to a Scentsy party with one of those masks on and be like, y'all, Talk to you about this green apple.
I don't think I could watch my mouth enough at a Scentsy party. I feel like dropping me into a Young Living party. I'm just
yeah, sure.
But the nice thing is if you go to those other network marketing company parties, then they will know what you do on the side or full time.
Yeah.
And then when their friends talk to their friends and they're like, oh, I need an oil, or I need this, I'm looking for natural solutions, then those people, your name will pop into their heads, and you'll get referrals from those people.
Yeah. And choose things that would complement your business, right? Choose, like, just for another example, there's this tea shop in Brigham, like 15 minutes down the road. And this gal does like tea themes. Like every month there's a theme, and she'll do like these fancy tea parties. Well, my mother, she's like, you got to go to this tea party with me because I told them we're having a spa tea party. I had to go and rub women's feet, y'all. We soaked their feet in oil and salt, and then we gave them like those foot massage with oils. But you guys, that's genius. They're all there for an experience. They all sat there and listened to this little oil spill and drank their tea and ate their danishes. It went over huge. So what are other successful businesses doing in your area, and how can you complement their business? You know, how could you come in and help facilitate something for them? Even if you have to touch up strangers' feet, y'all, it's okay. Just wash them off first.
The problem you said, though, about you've got to get out of your house. Our dear upline Romy did not get out of her house.
Well, think about how she did it, though.
You know
what I mean? So was she out of her house? Absolutely. No, she didn't do classes. She didn't do. You're absolutely 100% right about that. But she was so intentionally working. You guys, I'd laugh to this day because, as you know, we send out birthdays on her messages, right? To all of her contacts, y'all. That's how we play with her algorithm. Sometimes I'll click on a message to message someone, and she knew them in 2012. And the last thing that it says is like, hey, do you have any mafia guys? Because I'm looking to make this move. And you guys, I just die. Someone that she's enrolled off some mafia game off Facebook. Like, what? But when you make it your thing, when you make it your mission, how smart networking wise? Because it wasn't about oils. It was about friendship. It was about connection. It was about gaming. It was about some farmland shenanigans that leads. That's what I'm saying. Don't make your oil business about your oils. Make them about everything else. Otherwise, there's no one looking for your oils.
No.
Person. But there's a million people looking for a solution to their problem.
Right.
That is how Mom found Natalie.
Yeah, I know.
She logged into my Facebook account to get lives from Farmville and Mafia Wars and saw Natalie's post pop up in my news feed.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know, these like ninja things. I just die laughing. But it's all about networking. It's all about letting people in. It's all about sharing your message in a genuine way, right? It's about being who you are and not trying to sell an oil. It's fascinating. It's just fascinating to me. But across the board, I think we're all different. Even just look at everyone on this call. If we compared everyone's downline, we would all be like, well, what do you mean, right? Because everyone does this so differently. The way people talk about oils, the way they invite, the way they do a class, the way they don't do a class, everything. It's 100% different. And that's why it works. If it didn't, we'd all feel like Amanda was just talking about the upsell and the, you know, always being the slimy salesperson. Right? I mean, doTERRA is literally changing the worldview of network marketing. They are, of MLM. It's like, well, it's not an MLM. I do doTERRA. It's different. Do you know what I mean? It's completely different. That's good. Who else? Who's got to share? Question, comment, concern, hope, dream, or fear?
Anybody hasn't seen, I put the Copaiba link in the chat from,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything going on this week specifically? We have the first lineup of lives I posted in the cafe and in Rockstars. Thank you so much, you guys who are helping do those lives. I'm so excited about it. I think I approved like 40 something people into the cafe just today. So thanks for inviting your people. Let's give them a great space full of people who know what they're talking about, educating and helping kind of camaraderie together, and share these new products with everybody. I'm super stoked about that.
So I'm out walking the dog right now. Who is doing new product showcases?
Like at their house, or do you mean at?
Yeah, for their team members and guests and stuff. Who's doing any of that?
Yeah, we did one on September 16th. It was great.
Yeah. Oh, you said you had video running in the background all the time. That's what you did, so people could kind of sit and watch that. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else doing that?
That's what I did for my soup and education last week. And it didn't go because of the computer. That's why I have a new strategy now.
Those workarounds, Iris. I'm proud of you.
That's right.
Chris did one last Saturday. They had like 26 people there.
Ooh, I saw that picture. Yeah, that was a huge turnout. That's awesome. Very cool. I think it's a great idea. Even if you just say, hey, I'm having an open house, and you pick a day where you're home and say from 10 to 2, stop by and learn about the products and test them and try them and put them all out. I mean, people got to know that you're the person that knows oil, so that's a great opportunity to make that happen.
I guess my problem is I'm not getting the people because I'm not inviting in the proper way. I'm making events on Facebook and talking to people. What are some other ideas?
So are you inviting people to come and buy an oil? Is that how it feels? I'd have to look at
No.
Or does it feel like you're trying to build a community?
I'm trying to get the community. The soup and education, come and have a bowl of soup before you go to the volleyball game, that kind of a thing.
Uh-huh. So are you going to the volleyball game?
No, because I've got to make the soup and clean up.
I'm just saying. So if you're doing, I wonder, like one of my favorite quotes is, if you can't beat them, join them.
Uh-huh.
So what can you do to join them? This group of people that you're trying to get to your home, who are they? What do they do? Where are they at? How can you plug into them somehow? You know what I mean? Like if you can't get them to come to you, how can we go to them?
And who says your way is not the proper way?
Yeah.
What way is a proper way?
Absolutely.
There is no proper way. Everyone reads everything differently.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone says everything differently, and everyone interprets everything differently.
Yeah.
There is no proper way to do an invite.
The difference here is how you feel about what you're saying. Like, do you feel genuine about it? Do you feel like you're trying to always convince people to come over? Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to have the confidence in whatever you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I say things and people look at me like, oh gosh, like my husband sometimes would be like, oh, here we go. Do you know what I mean? But I'm 100% confident in whatever just came out of my mouth. And if you are, then that's your space, right? That's your ground. So maybe you need to go look at your events or however you've been inviting, or your texts or your calls, and say, do I feel the message I'm trying to get across here? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I love the idea of finding them. Like, there's people in your community doing things. There are. And the fastest way that I find for me, that works for me, if I want to build community or get people around me that I can, you know, be in the same circle with, is I take charge of something. Someone's looking for a volunteer. Someone's looking for an activity. Someone's looking for whatever it is, whether it's helping out in the kids' classroom or being the T-ball commissioner or putting a sign out for someone running for office in my city, or, I mean, whatever it is. How can you help someone be that someone for someone else?
Mhm.
Is there a group in your community that would be willing to join with you and do it in a public place and have like an open soup night for either homeless people or just anyone in the community that wants to come, but yet you're going to be the center of it and you're going to be able to talk to all these people that are there, and there's no telling how many different things you would be able to help them with, but it wouldn't be all on you if you get another organization or group of people together to help you.
That sounds great, Zena.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
And what about offering to do educational only classes at the local library?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you can't sell there, but there are a lot of people who are interested in, you know, in that kind of education.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any pets? Do you have a pet,
No.
Iris? Oh, okay.
No.
Or do you have grandchildren?
No.
Oh, okay.
Working on it.
Well, I was just thinking about, you know, teacher. Does anybody do teachers appreciation things?
Yeah.
To schools?
I have in the past.
You know,
Mhm.
A basket with, you know, the Breathe and the On Guard and the ginger drops, and you get okay. So there's this yogurt. I'm not saying you have to eat the yogurt, but it comes in a glass jar, okay, and then it's Oui, OUI. It's a French yogurt by Yoplait, and then you can go online and you can buy the resealable lids. Okay, this is like obviously if you were a yogurt eating person, but then you take 2 jars and with cotton balls in them, and in one you would put, say, peppermint or something, peppermint and wild orange, and you would say, smell this to wake me up, and the other one says, smell this to calm me down, and that would be lavender or whatever, you know. And you do this little you know, kind of just like a little small gift basket to take, because, you know, we're kind of getting into the thick of it. If they haven't gotten sick with school starting, they're going to get sick, you know, now that, you know, with weather changing and stuff like that. And then offer to do an in-service or something, you know, for the staff.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I have done that in the past.
Well,
and
do it again.
Yeah,
you could do an invite to your soup supper in that.
Oh,
yeah.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, teachers, you could put a little card
idea.
and invite them to your soup supper, because they need to eat before they do lines at the volleyball game or do concessions, because they never leave the school.
Right. That's very true.
To the game. You could have Iris's soup.
What?
At the game.
At the game?
Heck yeah!
The concession stand would not appreciate that.
The concession
Sorry.
stands are for the kids and the people in the audience. Iris's soup would be for the coaches and the teachers and the principal and the refs.
Ooh. And the refs. Yes. Okay, well, so all of this is great, but our budget is going toward other things, so I have no cash to spend on anything.
Okay.
You have no cash.
How do you get around that?
Well, I think, Iris, I think you're trying to do too much then, right? Like, do less, way less. Like, for example, you can spend 200 PV this month and get this product. Let's move some of that product. Now, you can't sell it for less than wholesale, but you sure can take some orders and move some product. That might help you. Now, I usually don't say that, but look how many people we can gain interest from. You know what I mean? Because as of right now, the only thing Iris has for sale is a kit and a membership, and that's the only way you're offering it. We got it. If we're not going to sample,
no.
How can we get orders placed?
I have all kinds of. Maybe this needs to be on a different night. I don't know. I have all kinds of oils that I have purchased, or not purchased, but gotten in the bonuses that I'd love to get people interested in. I have even advertised them on our county exchange at various times.
Yeah.
And nobody calls, nobody even does that. I'm kind of at the point where I'm really tired of all this. So that I could use your support in that, everybody, because I have done so many things and nothing has happened yet.
Yeah.
This has been 5 years. I'm right at that. I know it's coming. I'd love it to be tomorrow.
Today.
But yes. But it's not here yet.
Well, I think just saying, I mean, Iris, I am so proud of you for just saying that. There is so many people that can relate to that. You know what I mean? And you you have the heart of gold, and you are right there, and you are doing it, Iris. To say that you're just right there, Iris, you're helping people globally. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yes.
You know?
But that's not earning me money.
Yeah.
And my husband is starting to wonder if we're ever going to have anything. I'm really getting emotional about this.
So, Iris, I just have a question.
Those
Oh,
people
go ahead.
have
Sure.
already gotten your stuff. People have got to reorder the oils.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with not putting them on an LRP, getting them signed up?
Yeah.
And I have done that.
Well, keep doing it.
I love that Chrissy is so fired up right now. That was phenomenal. That was great.
So
that's the answer. Keep doing it. That's the exact answer.
Yes.
So, Iris, one thing that I just thought about when Kenzie said, you know, Iris, you're helping people worldwide, okay? So many people know about Iris's Worldwide Thrivers. What if you spun that around a little bit and twisted it so that Iris's local Thrivers, and you just do weekly coffee shop classes so that you're out somewhere else, and even people that aren't there to listen to you can still hear what you're saying at a different table.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great idea too.
You know, I mean, it's like just take your Iris's Worldwide Thrivers and just each week just talk about different topics. right? I mean, you know, you can talk about how you can help with women's health and how you can help with kids issues and how you can help with mental focus and clarity and mental problems, and just have a different theme for each week. You know, I don't know. But sometimes I feel like, and I mentioned it to my team too, they like the idea of doing it at a coffee shop, and you just do it like, I think, Amanda, aren't you doing like a class weekly from 7 to 8 or something like that? So I'm going to copy you and do that. And, you know, I mean, just keep it to that time frame and just short and simple. It's less work for you. I mean, not that you can't do your soup night, but it's taking some of that stress off you from preparing the meal, and you just go there and you just do your thing. You can post it in the coffee shops. You can post it in community boards at stores or wherever, you know, because you never know who's just going to overhear you talking.
I dig that.
Great idea.
And I just had this thought, what about doing Facebook Lives from the coffee shop?
Yeah, new setting.
Yeah. Because then obviously, you know, people are going to hear you,
yeah,
you know, at the next table.
I'm hoping.
Because in case you're having a private meeting.
Say that again, Dana.
In case nobody shows up and you're having a private meeting, do it private meeting live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping that they won't have the same computer issues that I'm having 3 blocks away.
If you go to Norfolk,
The computer thing is.
And if you can go to Norfolk and then do it there, and then you're not going to have your computer issues. You're not going to have your Wi-Fi issues. Hello?
I love you.
Yes.
We're doing this.
But
gosh, I wish we would have talked about this morning.
Yeah. That takes gas. And the gas takes money.
I understand that. You think I don't know that? I know how broke you are.
No.
You got to know how broke I am. And every week I have to go up
Yep.
to Yankton at least 4 times. That's 4 times to Yankton. And once Cassie has to go down to Norfolk.
Yeah.
That's my
Yes,
life.
I know. You travel.
If there's a will, there's a way, y'all.
Yes.
If there's a will, there's a way. But at the same time, Iris, I love to see and feel your heart. I love to hear the compassion when you say, I'm tired. Because that's real. That's real. We need to share that with each other. Because that's what we're here for, to help each other out. We're not here to tell you to get on your horse and keep riding. Iris, we've all been in a situation where we feel like, oh my gosh, right? And every time the first person to offer understanding, grace, love, who is it? Iris. Every single time. Every time. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much. This was
And one last thing. It's okay to rest, hon.
Yeah.
It's okay to rest. It's just not okay to quit.
Absolutely. And
that's what I was just going to say.
Clarity, right? You'll get
just rest if you need to rest.
Self-care in this field or industry, whatever you want to call it, is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do your self-care, how are you going to help others if you're not taking care of you?
Absolutely.
And you are always
And that's why
taking care of somebody.
With Chrissy, that's why we didn't talk about this morning, because on a mentor call, you're supposed to be the leader, and you know, so.
Well, the mentee can talk to you just too much.
This is fantastic. Ooh, it's going down tonight. Great.
Wonderful.
If I would have known this morning you were like this, I would have driven down today.
Yeah, there you go. The tank of gas right there. All right, y'all. We're going to be back here next week talking about more real doTERRA shenanigans, and I cannot wait. In the meantime, ask your questions in Rockstars. Let us know what you're doing, what you're up to, what you're finding success with, what tours you're going to, what questions you have, how we can support you, how you can support us. If you find any new cool graphics on any of these new fun products, please share them. Great call. Thanks for being here, y'all. And we'll be back next week. Over and out.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.